Okay, good day everyone. So for today's video, I will be teaching you how to create a simple database using Microsoft Access. So the first thing to do is to open Microsoft Access. So right now I am using Microsoft Access 2019. So I will be just maximizing the window. Okay, so the first thing to do after opening Microsoft Access is to click here on the new on the home, click blank database. And then after clicking blank database, you will going to input your desired file name. So for my desired file name, I will be naming it under my name. And then here, this option allows you to select your destination folder wherein you will going to save your Microsoft Access database. So for this one, I will be choosing documents so that I have the assurance that this will be saved on the documents folder. And just simply click OK. And then right after that, just simply select the create option. Now, we are seeing a single table, and on that table, we have here the column. Okay, so once on the first column, this is automatically generated. This is ID, so whether we like it or not, so we have this column. So just leave it as it is, and then proceed to the second column. Okay, so once you click to add, it will show you the different data types. So we have here the short text, number, large number for large digits of number, and this is just for short number. Currency, this is for peso or dollar. You can select whatever currency you like. Date and time, we also have date and time extended. This is new to Microsoft Access 2019 because on the lower version we don't have it there. And then we also have here the selection for a checkbox for yes and no. Lookup and relationship, for this is for establishing relationship between one a table to another. Rich text, long text, attachment if you want to upload an attachment, a hyperlink, and a calculated field. Okay, so for this one, I will be pressing the short text. Then just make sure and remember that there are some reserved words. Okay, so those reserved words, we can use it as our column name. For example, we want to name our second column as name. Once we press enter, there will be an error message showing that the word is already reserved. So we just need to change it to another one. Okay, so for example, I want it like first name, and then once I press enter on my keyboard, it will automatically direct me to the third field, asking me to add another column. Okay, so short text again for middle name, and then enter. Aside from enter, you can also just simply click the next column to add a new column. Okay, last name. And then for this one, let's say I want to add an age. So for me, it is safe to say safe to use the large number data type. Why? Because there is a large maximum of digits for the number. Okay, so just simply click this one. So there will be a message. This data type is not compatible with earlier versions of Microsoft Access. So yes, the reason behind that, this is only available on I think 2019 version and up. But for 2016 below, I am not yet sure. Okay, so if you don't have that large number data type, you can just simply select number. Okay, so yes, and then type age. And then for our sixth column, I can say I will be adding the monthly income. So that's gonna be currency for monthly income. And then for the next column, I want it like birthday. So I will be using date and time. Birthday. Birthday. Okay. And then I want to ask whether the records which will be entered here on this database, I want to ask them if they are single or not. So I can use the yes or no or our checkbox. So single. Okay. And now I think I am done for the basic information. Now, so let's add our first data. So let's add our first name. So if you will notice, take a look on the first column, the ID. It states new. But once you input something to any of the fields here in our any column, regardless of the column, it will automatically assign an ID number. Okay, so for example, we have here Juan. The middle name is Gomez, and the last name is De La Cruz. And the age of Juan is, because this is a number, data type, so we are required to input a number. If we will going to input a letter, if we will going to input a letter, take a look. There is a message. There is an error or a warning stating that we must input or our input must match to the large number data type in this column. So let's change it to like 27. And then for the monthly income, if you will notice, once I clear the field, so the peso sign is no longer there. But if we're going to put a number, 10,000, let's say it's 10,000, it will automatically include the peso sign. Okay, the birthday, you once you are on the field wherein it has a data type of date, there is a small calendar here wherein you can click that using your mouse. Okay, so once you click that calendar, it will show you as a calendar. Okay, so wherein you can select the birthday, the date that you want to include on that field. But if you don't want that, if you don't want to view the calendar, you can just simply type the birthday or the date that you like. Okay, so just make sure that it is on your number form, and the first set must be the month. So let's say it's November 30. So the first set is the month, and then separate it by slash, and then 30, and then the year 1999. Okay, and now we have here the single. Just simply check if Juan Gomez de la Cruz is single. And then once we proceed to the next record, if we want to add the next record, click. And again, if you will going to notice, there is a new here, but there's the word new here, indicating that you will going to input a new record. And once you type something and add to any of the fields here, it will automatically generate the ID number. So let's say we have here Francisco Manalo, and then Burgos. Okay, age of Francisco is, let's say he is already 50, and his monthly income, okay, monthly income, let's say his monthly income is 50,000. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Francisco is rich. Okay, and then the birthday, let's say his birthday is 12 12 9 19 1980, let's say it's 1966, or sorry, 1976. Am I correct? Okay. And then single, Francisco Burgos is no longer single. Let's assume that. So we will going to we're not, there's no need for us to check this one if he is not single. And if you will notice, I accidentally pressed this one, this and then the single column, and then it automatically generate the what do you call this, the ID number. And then let's say that I pretended to miss the third record, the third data, and I already proceed to the fourth one. So let's say it's Marcela Rodriguez Pascua. Age is 60, and her monthly income is, let's say it is 80,000. Wow. And then her birthday is 12 12, sorry, forgot the slash, 12 12 1960, sorry, I almost forgot the slash, 1966. Okay, so now we have here four records, but I missed the third record. So if I delete this one, the ID number of Marcelo won't change. Okay, take a look at that, because it is already assigned to Marcelo. Number 4 is already assigned to Marcelo. So even if we delete the third record, it won't change. Okay. Oh, are you seeing that? That it's still number 4. Okay. So now let's take a look on the design view. Okay, but before that, the Microsoft Access will be asking you to rename the table. Okay, so let's say that our table name is information. Okay, now this is the design view. You will be seeing the data type that you assigned earlier, and it will be providing us a detailed view of our column. Okay, so for example, the first name we assigned this one as short text. We can change it if we want to, but for this one, it's not necessary. Okay, so we have here on the general, we will be seeing here required, and here beside required, there's an indicator. There's a word no. So this means that uh, adding data to last name is not required. So if you want it to be required, just simply select this one, and then you will be seeing here a drop down. Yes or no, just simply select yes. I also want the middle name to be required, so for this one, yes. And for last name, I will be requiring as well, requiring that as well. So yes. And then for age, I think there's no need for me, and the currency and date and time and single. Okay, so I just changed the first name, middle name, and last name into required field as yes. Okay, so just simply save this one, file, or we have here a save icon, so just simply click that one, save, and then yes. Okay, so that was already saved. So let's go back. Let us go back to the to our table. Okay, so click the information table that we assigned that we created earlier, and then let's pretend that we don't want to add the first name, middle name, and last name. We just want to add the age. Okay, let's say that he is 45, and then 45,000, and then birth date is, let's say that it's gonna be 06 June 6 or June 7. for you not to get confused. Okay, so and then 1956. Okay, and then yes. So let's pretend that we don't want to input the name of the person, and then we will be proceeding to record number 6. If you will notice, I cannot proceed to record number 6 because the reason behind that is we assigned the first name, middle name, and last name column as required earlier. So we don't have any choice but to input a name or a record on that specific column. Okay, so let's say that it is Harry Potter Ridge. And once we are done, once we fulfilled the required column, once we successfully supply the necessary data for the required column, we can now proceed to the next uh, next set of record. Okay, so these are the basics of creating database. I hope that this video will going to help you when it comes to creating your own database. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video.